Well, hey friends, and welcome. Hope you're all doing well. It is a beautiful sunny day here in Charlotte. I just spent a lovely morning reading, journaling, working out. I thought it would be nice just to spend a chill, cozy day together, doing some things around the house and running a couple of errands. So some things I want to do today. First, I want to go to a local coffee shop, and there's some work that I need to get done. I also want to hang some pictures on the wall behind me. It's something that I've been planning for well over a month now. Today's the day we're finally going to do it. Then I also have some plants that I want to propagate. I just got a tea order in, so I want to restock my little tea corner. Then I think my monthly clothing rental is supposed to come in today. We'll see, but if that comes in, I'll definitely show that with you all. Then we'll be capping things off tonight with a really fun dinner that I am super excited about. I'll share more details on it later, but it's something that I've really been looking forward to. So lots of good things planned for the day. I'm really looking forward to it. But I think the first thing that I want to do is to head to the coffee shop, get the bit of computer work done that I need to, and that way we can have that checked off my list and we can just kind of enjoy the rest of our day. And it is slowly starting to get warmer here, but still a bit chilly out. So I'm just going to pop on a quick jacket and let's head to the coffee shop. I just made it to the coffee shop and surprise, surprise, I've come to Night Swim Coffee. I really should consider trying some new coffee shops here in Charlotte. I know there are a ton of them, but I always struggle because when I know I like something, my default is often just to go there. But I've come here and I have a bit of computer work that I need to get done, so I think I'm just going to order a coffee. I haven't had one yet today, so probably going to get a latte or something like that, sip on my coffee, get my work done. And I really enjoy coming to coffee shops and just switching up my work environment a bit. Every so often, I find that it really helps me to stay focused, to work very, productively, and I find that I always get just so much done when I'm at coffee shops. Something about it just puts me in the zone. So going to do that for a few hours, and then we can head home, work on some more little projects around the house. Okay, here's what I got. This is a caramel latte with oat milk. I'm pretty sure they make all their syrups in-house. It's super tasty. Then I just got an everything bagel with butter since I haven't had breakfast yet. But I've got my laptop out. Let's get to work. Well, it's now a couple hours later. I just got back from the coffee shop and was able to get a lot done. Now on to some more fun stuff, although I have to say being at a coffee shop and just working in that environment does make whatever work I have to do so much more fun. But for this afternoon, I just want to get a few things done around the house. I think the first thing that I want to do is I finally want to hang up the picture frames that I got to go above the TV behind me. I just got my prints in the other day that I ordered, and I have been waiting to actually hang these up for such a long time, so I figure let's make today the day where we actually do it. So here are the prints that I've got. I had them made at a local photography store here in Charlotte. Beautiful quality. I love how they came out. So let's go ahead and put them in the frames, then we'll hang them up on the wall. I'm just gonna use a little piece of tape here to secure it in place. Well, that's not ideal. I just want to put the picture frame in and it's completely busted in this corner, and so yeah, it's not gonna keep the picture frame in there. So I think I'm gonna have to return this guy and then just pick up a new frame. Fortunately, there's a Target pretty close by, so let's just go ahead and return that now, buy a new frame so we can get these pictures hung up. Got to carry this carefully so it doesn't fall apart again. Good, how are you doing? Good. So I bought this a couple weeks ago and I literally just went to open it now, but it's completely broken here and here.
take care now.
Well, 20 minutes later and we've returned the broken frame, picked up a new one, and we're back in business. Let's go ahead and switch this thing out and start putting these frames up on the wall. Okay, well here are all the pictures. Love how these came out and how the colors all really complement each other. These are all from a trip that we took out to the canyons out west back in 2020. I believe this one was from Sedona. This one is Zion Canyon, and then pretty sure we took this one at Bryce. So now I'm just going to give them a quick wipe down because some of them are a bit dusty. Then we'll hang them up on the wall, and I think I'm probably going to use command strips rather than nails. I feel like they're just a little bit more forgiving, but we'll wipe these down first and then start putting them up on the wall. All right, well, let's hang these things up. I'm really excited just to add some details, some interest to the side of the TV. Well, I'm officially a fan. Let me show you guys how this came out. So looking at this wall straight on, here's what it looks like. And I love how it just kind of visually balances out the height of the shelves on this side and really just kind of draws the eye upward. I also love how the colors of the pictures that we chose really coordinate with the artwork on our frame TV. And overall, I just feel like this really just adds a little bit more personality to this space and some interest. The one thing that is going through my mind right now is I think we could definitely use a little small frame either right here or up here just to kind of round out the space. I feel like the 3 frames looks good, but since the TV is also one large frame, I'd love to get back to an odd number and have a 5th one either up here or over here, maybe something small like a 4x6 frame, but overall I'm really happy with this. So we'll continue just tweaking and refining this space. At some point I would love to do an entire living room refresh, but at this point we just finished with our bedroom makeover, which I think that video should be live either the next video or the one after that, but that was a pretty big project, so I want to take a little break before we embark on the living room. So for now, I really just want to find ways to make our living room a space that I find inspiring and really just an area that I want to spend time in. I do feel like this project really helped to further that end. Sometimes it really is the small things, the little changes that we make that have the biggest impact, and this project feels like one of those things for me. Okay, but now I just received a fairly large David's tea order that I placed not too long ago, so I figured we could unbox that together, and then my tea corner is looking pretty sad at the moment, so I figured we could use some of the teas that I got and restock it. So let's open this thing up. Okay. My favorite type of delivery. So we have so many teas here, but they aren't all for me. David's Tea is a Canadian company, and I think that there's a threshold that you need to meet in order to get free shipping. So what I've started doing is just whenever I'm about to place a David's Tea order, I'll ask any of my friends who live in this area if they want anything, and I'll basically just place an order for all of us and then divvy it up and give everyone exactly the teas that they're looking for. So give me a second, let me take out the ones of these that aren't mine, and then I'll show you the teas that I got. So after removing all the ones that I ordered for other people, we still have a whole lot left here. So the teas that I got in no particular order, I'm just gonna pull them out here. I have the organic peppermint amour, And this is a perfect, just like bedtime tea. Peppermint is great for your digestion, so I love having it after a big meal or just to wind down at night. I also got this Irish breakfast tea. I've never actually tried this one before, but I was reading the description on the website and it sounded really good. Typically a fan of black tea, so looking forward to try this one out. I got a couple packets of s'mores chai. This is just an all-time favorite tea for me. It's like a dessert in a cup, and it's also a great tea if you don't really drink tea very much. You're wanting to get more into it. Highly recommend giving this one a try. I've literally used this stuff to convert at least 4 friends of mine to drinking tea. Then another herbal tea. This is the mango fruit punch. I have started trying to drink more caffeine-free teas, especially in the afternoon, so wanted to give this one a try, and I like most things with mango in it, so wanted to give this one a go. And I think that they said on the website too, this one's great iced as well, so as we head into the warmer months, this can be a great way to, you know, just fuel my love of tea, but in a way that's seasonally appropriate. Even though, let's be real, I still drink tea when it's 95 degrees outside. Okay, then another classic. This is the David's Breakfast Blend. This one is just a good old classic English black tea. It's very smooth, very creamy. It's just one of those teas that you can't go wrong with. And then last but not least, I got 2 packets of my cinnamon rooibos. And this is potentially my all-time favorite tea. I was first introduced to this blend when my sister got it for me for my birthday. It was really funny because the first time I had it, I wasn't super sold on it, but I just kind of drank it and then made another cup and another cup, and literally within a week I completely fell in love with it, and I've probably been ordering, you know, multiple packets of it regularly for 3 or 4 years now, so this is a great one. That's all of the teas that I ordered, so let's go ahead now and restock our little tea corner. We have a number of different teas that are either almost out or that I want to swap out, so I'll go ahead and get out my label maker so we can create new labels for any new teas that are coming in. I'm excited to give this area just a little bit of a refresh. I've been trying to hide how sad this area looks, but if you look closely, like half of these are either out or almost out, and a bunch of them need to be switched out. Fortunately, we have everything needed to do just that.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together?
So I just poured the mango fruit punch into this container, but I do need to swap out the label. I wanted to show you guys the label maker. This is a cheap Dymo label maker I've had for a couple of years now. I think it costs like 15 bucks on Amazon, but it's a really simple and easy way to create these very nice kind of minimal labels. So I'm going to do that now, but our tea setup is looking pretty good.
I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would?
Well, my little tea corner is all restocked and it's looking a million times better. Let me show you. So this little tiered shelf is where I like to keep all of my tea. The way that I've got this organized is I have my rooibos teas on the bottom left right here. I've got a couple types of chai. This is the s'mores chai and just a classic Indian chai over here. Then up here we have my Irish breakfast tea and Earl Grey, just some classic black teas. And then in this side I have my herbal tea, so I've got peppermint and then the new mango fruit punch. And I have a few tea essentials, tea bags, and some maple syrup for sweetening back there. Okay, grabbing a little snack before moving on to our next project. Christopher made some delicious no-bake cookies a couple of days ago. We're slowly working our way through them. If you've never had no-bakes before, they're like a chocolate peanut butter cookie with oats. Super tasty, very easy to make, and the perfect snack. I'm just gonna have one, but these are so good. I could finish all 5 that are left. Just how tasty does this look? Wish I could share a bite with you. You'll have to take my word for it, and if you've never tried making these yourself before, highly recommend. Welcome to our entryway floor. It's a bit of a random spot, but the next thing that I wanted to do is a bit of repotting. I figured this would be a good spot to do it because it'll be really easy for me to just whiz over this with a vacuum to clean up any mess once we're done. You guys know I love plants. I have them scattered all throughout my house. But on top of caring for the plants that I already have, something else that I love to do is to propagate new ones. And so I have this little jar here of a bunch of different little clippings. Some are from my plants, some are from friends' plants, of just little bits that I'm trying to propagate. And as you can see, they've developed a pretty intense root system. So today what I want to do is to actually plant some of the propagations that we have. So I have 2 empty pots right here, or at least pots that don't have any plants in them at the moment. Got some soil, water, a little bowl to mix up the dirt in, and then we have a whole bunch of different kinds of plants right here. I think the 2 that I want to plant are right here. This is a Philodendron Brazil. I love the cool variegated leaves that they have. These clippings are actually from a friend of mine. And the other one that I want to pot is, I think that this is a heartleaf philodendron. It's definitely in that family. You can tell from the leaves, but not 100% sure on that one. It's a plant that I actually have, but I think I got it at Trader Joe's, the larger plant. It's one of the ones that I have on the shelves in our living room, but when I bought it, I don't think it said the exact variety. It just said philodendron on it. So if you know the exact name, definitely let me know in the comments. But those are the 2 that I want to pot, and I think what I'm going to do right now is just pop on a little audiobook. Right now I'm listening to Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey, which is really good. It's read by him, and it's kind of like a memoir of his first 50 years of life. Super interesting. So I'm going to pop on that while I do a bit of repotting. I'll show you guys kind of what I'm doing as I go, as well as the end result. Okay, so I just separated the Philodendron Brazil, its little root system, from the rest of our little, root bundle here. As you can see, it's got a pretty healthy root system going here, so hopefully it should repot well. I'm just going to put it into, I think I like this one better for it. So let's go ahead and I'll empty out all of the soil from this. We'll mix it together with water just to create a nice kind of like lightly moist soil. And then we'll add it in there, and then probably just add a little bit of extra soil to fill it up the rest of the way. So here's our first plant. Not much to look at now, but hopefully it will turn into a big and beautiful plant in the next couple of years. I do love that little trailing bit though. But now let's go ahead and move on to our second pot. Okay, got our little plants here. Here's a little close-up of what our second one looks like. Now all that's left is to put these guys in a sunny spot and clean up our mess. I always love, at least when they're starting out, putting my plants in my office on this little bookshelf because it gets the most beautiful afternoon sunlight. There we go. Love it. Well, that was literally some perfect timing. Just as I was finishing up tidying, I got a notification that my Nuuly order just came in. Nuuly is the clothing rental subscription service that I do, and something that I've been doing for about a year and a half now. I love it. It's just a really great way to be able to get new clothes every month to kind of spice up my wardrobe without always having to go out and buy new items for it. They have an app where you can pick out what items you want to get each month, and so these are the items that I picked out. I thought it would be fun just to do a little try on with you. And each month you get to pick out 6 items. This month I opted for, I think it was 4 shirts, a pair of pants, and a blazer. This is the first item I picked out. It's this beautiful Free People cardigan. I love the little tortoise shell buttons on it. So it's super cozy. I love a sweater with super long sleeves because it means you can kind of bunch them up at the elbow a little bit. And this is a super cozy piece. So first item, I love this. And also, I forgot to mention, you're getting a little sneak preview of our new bedroom. So exciting. Like I said before, I think the video for that's going to be coming out either later this week or sometime next week, but here's a little sneak peek of what it looks like. So first item of this rental, I would say, is a resounding win. Let's go ahead and try on the other pieces now. Okay, and then same top, item number 2 is these gorgeous black jeans. I believe the brand on these is Paige, but I love the fact that they have a bit of stretch to them, a flare at the ankle. I also love the length. I'm pretty short, and so I really like the fact that they're kind of ankle length on me, just a little bit cropped, super flattering, and overall, I'd say these are a very comfy, just very staple piece. Honestly, I might end up buying these because I definitely see myself getting a lot of wear of these in the next month. Also, love how these 2 pieces are pretty much a complete outfit. Might need to wear this tonight. Then this next sweater is one that you may actually recognize because I have rented it before. It's this beautiful brown, kind of like cool brown cable knit sweater. I love the crop detail of it, as well as the little tie at the front. It's very casual, comfortable. I love that you can dress it up a bit, dress it down. It has kind of that cool girl element, and I feel like it's one of those effortless pieces that I can just wear with a pair of jeans and it's a ready-made outfit. So this is another piece that I just know that I'm going to get a lot of wear out of, but then this next piece is definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone. And here it is. This is a bright, bright blue hoodie. I'm not even sure if the camera's picking up just how blue it is. And it has the absolute longest strings. I might need to see if I can shorten these a bit because that feels excessive. But I love the color on this. It's so different for me. I definitely mostly tend to dress in neutrals, but thought it would be a fun way to switch it up, and I love how this definitely brings out the blue in my eyes. I'll try to put a picture of it on the screen here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, but this is another really comfortable piece. It's going to be great for lunching around the house, more casual outings, and I think that as long as I can get this little string situation sorted, it might be scrunched at the back. This is going to be another one of those pieces that I just love this month. Definitely want to get this string situation sorted out though, because honestly, this is a bit ridiculous. It's longer than my arm. Who does that? Okay, then we have 2 items left here. The first is this massive quarter zip hoodie. Really like the little tribal print on it, and we actually are going to be going to a friend's bonfire on Saturday, so feel like this will be the perfect thing to wear to something like that. And you know, it is still February, so there are some colder days ahead of us yet. March is always really weirdly one of the colder months here in Charlotte, so I feel like there will be definitely some great occasions where I'm just wanting to wear something casual that's going to keep me cozy, and I feel like this will be a great item for that. Ooh, and it has pockets. Just discovered those. That's great. I mean, let's be real. It's not exactly the most flattering thing that I've ever put on, but I feel like for days where you're really just wanting to be cozy above all, it's cute, it has a fun print, and you know, the whole flattering aspect just isn't as much of a priority as it's warm, it's cozy, and it's comfortable. Okay, then our last item is this really gorgeous blazer. I love the plaid on it, the colors. These buttons are so nice. Probably could do with a little bit of an iron, but I feel like once I have that, this will be a perfect item for, you know, a night out, a date, even like wearing to church on Sunday. I could see it being perfect for, so feel like this is just a really nice, kind of more dressy piece to balance out some of the more casual ones that I got with the rest of this order. But again, this is really comfortable. I really like how you can just kind of, you know, roll it up at the sleeve a little bit. And again, I think I'll get a lot of wear out of this. So that's everything from my order. This is definitely a good one. I feel like I'm going to be wearing these pieces all the time. Right now, I need to get ready for dinner. I need to head out in just a few minutes for that. So I think I'm going to put on that cream cardigan that we tried on at the beginning, and I'll talk you through our dinner plans. I'm really excited for it. So I just changed back into the cardigan and figured I'd put a little necklace on. This is my coin necklace from Madewell. But the dinner tonight is one that I've been looking forward to for quite a while now. I think it was back in December. I think it's like Ashley and Nita from Plant Life with Ashley reached out to me and basically was asking if I would be interested in kind of doing a meetup with some other fellow local YouTubers here in Charlotte. And that's something that I've always wanted to do, but until recently, I didn't even know that there were any other YouTubers located here in Charlotte. It was always one of those kind of like pipeline dreams, but just didn't feel realistic because who was I going to meet up with? There are so many amazing things about doing YouTube as a job, but one of the hard things that people don't always talk about is it can be pretty lonely. You're a solopreneur, and especially if you don't know any other creators in your city, there's no one for you to really talk to and to meet up with. And sure, there are, creators online who I am kind of like virtual friends with, but it's not the same as being able to be there in person to meet up. And so when Ashley reached out and said she'd, connected with a few other local YouTubers, I was like, yes, please, let's do dinner. It would be so great to meet, other people in my city who are doing the same thing. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. It's our first time ever meeting up. I've met, I think, one of them in person once before, and then the rest of them I've, since, she connected all of us, kind of been looking at their channels and everything, but I'm so excited for dinner tonight. Okay, just pause for a second. I figured we could top off my makeup while we finish chatting, but we're going to Foxcroft Wine tonight, which I think they have a few locations here in Charlotte. I've been to the one in Dilworth before, but we're meeting at the Ballantine one tonight, and I think we're meeting at 7, so I need to leave pretty shortly here, but I'm so looking forward to this, and I am just a huge believer in community and relationships, and I feel like I have that with so many of you here, but I haven't always had that with a ton of other creators. So I'm really looking forward to tonight and just being able to connect with other people who are doing the same thing that I am. So it should be really good, and I'll take you along at least for a few little bits of the evening, but I'll report back at the end of the night. Okay, well, here is my completed outfit of the evening. Really trying to toe the line between keeping things casual while still looking nice and put together. I feel like we nailed that. Right now I need to run to make sure that I'm not late. Actually, I want to get there a few minutes early just to be safe, make sure I have time to find parking. But I'm going to head out now. I'll catch up with you guys later. Well, it is now many hours later. I think I arrived at dinner at 7 and I didn't leave until like 9:50. So we really just had such a great time talking, getting to know each other. It was so sweet, so fun, and everyone who went was just so lovely. So overall, I would say that was just such a refreshing, a very soul-filling evening. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, we're like a couple of hours into knowing each other, already fast friends, so I'm really hoping that we have more opportunities to hang out, to connect in the future, and would love to connect with some other creators in Charlotte. So yeah, we'll see where that all leads, down the road, but for the first time meeting each other in person, it was so nice. Right now it is late, it's like 10:30, so I think I'm going to get ready for bed, but I really hope that you all enjoyed coming along with me and just spending the day together. I know, I always love days like this, but as always, don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already for more simple and intentional living videos coming at you twice a week. Until next time, friends, I'm wishing you all a lovely day. My brain's slowing down because I'm tired, but have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.